This old Lincoln memorial cent may seem ordinary, but rare varieties and hidden details can make it worth thousands. Even in a dirty condition, it carries history, strong collector demand, and lasting value in the world of numismatics. First up, the 1959 Lincoln Memorial Cent holds a very special place in American numismatics, not only for its design, but also for its role as a transition piece in U.S. coinage history. Collectors have long admired this coin because it marked the very first year the reverse design featured the Lincoln Memorial, a sharp departure from the wheat ears that had symbolized the penny for decades. Today, this cent is regarded as one of the more intriguing issues of the Lincoln series, particularly when found in rare varieties or preserved in exceptional condition. Even a dirty example sparks interest, because specialists know what treasures may hide beneath the surface. This coin was first minted in 1959 to honor the 150th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, a year after America celebrated his sesquicentennial. It was designed to replace the iconic wheat reverse that had been in use since 1909. The new design placed the Lincoln Memorial on the back, an architectural tribute that also included a tiny image of the seated Lincoln inside the monument, making this one of the few U.S. coins to depict the same figure twice. At that time, the cent was produced in massive numbers at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints, yet despite the large mintage, certain varieties and pristine survivors became numismatic treasures. The coin's design is straightforward yet rich in detail. On the obverse, Victor David Brenner's classic portrait of President Lincoln remains, as it had since the beginning of the Lincoln Cent series. The reverse, however, was the work of Frank Gasparro, who skillfully rendered the Lincoln Memorial in fine detail, capturing columns and steps that represent unity and strength. Struck in bronze with a composition of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, the coin weighs about 3.11 grams and measures 19 millimeters in diameter. Its reddish-brown patina, when uncleaned and aged, often gives each coin a unique character that appeals to collectors who appreciate originality. Rarity plays a critical role in the desirability of the 1959 Memorial Cent. While ordinary circulation strikes are abundant, the true gems are the varieties and error coins. One of the most famous is the controversial 1959 D wheat reverse cent, which bears the earlier wheat stalk design on the reverse by mistake. Such coins are extremely scarce, debated by experts, and highly valuable. Additionally, high-grade uncirculated coins with sharp details and original luster are far from common, particularly given the heavy circulation these pennies endured. When paired with age and condition issues like dirt or natural tunning, the rarity of pristine examples becomes even more evident. When it comes to value, the 1959 Lincoln Memorial Cent offers a wide spectrum. Standard circulated examples hold minimal worth, but uncirculated coins and recognized error varieties can command extraordinary prices. Depending on grade and uniqueness, collectors have paid anywhere from $1,200 for mid-level uncirculated coins to more than $2,500 for rare varieties verified by grading services. Auction houses have witnessed strong demand for coins with clear details and certified provenance, as these are both tangible pieces of history and secure investments in the numismatic market. For collectors, building expertise around this coin requires attention to subtle details. Careful study of the reverse design, mint marks, and strike sharpness is essential. Certification by trusted grading companies like PCGS or NGC provides assurance of authenticity and value, particularly when dealing with error coins. Collectors are advised to handle these cents minimally, store them in protective holders to preserve patina, and resist the urge to clean dirty specimens, as cleaning diminishes both character and value. Networking through auctions, coin shows, and reputable dealers can open doors to acquiring prized examples. The 1959 Memorial Cent's appeal lies not just in rarity, but also in the historical weight it carries. As the first of its kind, it stands at a crossroads of design evolution in American coinage, linking the wheat reverse era with the modern memorial reverse that endured for decades. It speaks to the nation's admiration of Lincoln and its evolving artistic approach to currency. Its market demand shows no signs of fading, particularly as collectors compete for scarce varieties and high-grade survivors that remain locked away in collections. In summary, the 1959 Lincoln Memorial Cent represents more than just a piece of small change. It is a symbol of transition, artistry, and enduring historical respect. Its value, ranging from about $1,200 to $2,500 depending on variety and condition, reflects both scarcity and strong collector interest. Whether preserved in near-mint brilliance or discovered in a dirty, long-circulated state, each coin tells a story of America's history, its design evolution, and the legacy of one of its greatest leaders. For seasoned numismatists and new collectors alike, this coin offers both fascination and a rewarding pursuit. Next up, the 1960 Lincoln Memorial Cent remains one of the most captivating issues in modern U.S. coinage, largely because of the excitement surrounding its unusual varieties. Collectors prize this coin not only for its age, but also for the mysteries that came out of its mintage year, which produced some of the most famous small-date and large-date combinations in American numismatics. Even in a dirty, circulated state, the 1960 cent sparks curiosity, since an overlooked example could turn out to be one of the most valuable varieties in the series. The decision to mint this coin in 1960 continued the tradition begun in 1959, when the wheat reverse was replaced with the Lincoln Memorial. Struck in Philadelphia and Denver, the 1960 issue represented America's effort to modernize its coinage while still paying tribute to Abraham Lincoln's enduring legacy. The nation was entering a new decade of technological and cultural change, and the cent reflected continuity in a time of transition. It is also worth noting that Lincoln remained the first historical figure permanently placed on a U.S. circulating coin, a detail that adds to the sentimental and historic appeal of this cent. The obverse retained Victor David Brenner's iconic portrait of Lincoln, while the reverse showcased Frank Gasparo's finely detailed Lincoln Memorial, complete with the miniature seated statue visible inside the columns. Composed of 95% copper and 5% zinc and tin, the coin weighed 3.11 grams and measured 19 millimeters. The artistry is subtle yet significant, with inscriptions of liberty and the national motto balancing Lincoln's profile. While the bold architectural depiction on the reverse symbolized national unity, in clean, uncirculated form, the sharp strikes reveal depth and precision, making the design truly remarkable. What makes the 1960 cent stand out is the presence of multiple varieties, specifically the famous small-date and large-date issues, which collectors quickly noticed. These differences in the size of the numerals on the date gave rise to some of the most heavily studied varieties in the Lincoln Memorial series. Adding to the intrigue are double die errors and proof strikes that display unique characteristics. While common strikes exist in huge numbers, finding a rare variety in top-grade condition is far less common. When coupled with heavy circulation wear or dirt, the challenge of identifying such pieces only increases. Market demand for the 1960 cent has consistently remained strong, especially for its scarcer types. A regular uncirculated piece may bring modest sums, but rare small-date varieties and certain high-grade proofs have been known to achieve far more. Collectors have paid in the range of $900 for a certified mint-state coin, while prized varieties in exceptional condition can climb as high as $3,800 to $4,200 at auction. The fluctuations in value are tied directly to condition, demand for the variety, and the historical fascination that this coin continues to generate. For collectors interested in acquiring one, caution and knowledge are essential. The subtle distinctions between small date and large date varieties require careful study, often best confirmed through magnification or by professional graders. Certification by PCGS or NGC ensures both authenticity and accurate valuation, and storing the coin in climate-controlled holders will help preserve its copper surface. Dirty coins should be left untouched rather than cleaned, since original surfaces hold far more value in the numismatic world. Attending coin shows, networking with experienced hobbyists, and browsing reputable auction platforms are among the best ways to locate these rare examples. The charm of the 1960 cent lies in its ability to be both common and rare at the same time. To the casual observer, it may seem like an ordinary piece of pocket change, but to collectors, it represents a puzzle filled with history, artistry, and financial potential. Its varieties embody the human element of minting, reminding us that even small details can create lasting excitement in the numismatic community. As decades pass, the scarcity of pristine examples continues to increase, strengthening demand among specialists and casual enthusiasts alike. In the end, the 1960 Lincoln Memorial Cent stands as a testament to how even the most familiar denomination can carry immense value and significance. Its worth ranges realistically between $900 and $4,200 depending on condition and type, reflecting both its rarity and appeal. Whether discovered in a dirty coin jar or preserved in a professional collection, this cent represents not just money but a slice of American heritage. For collectors seeking both history and opportunity, the 1960 Memorial Cent remains one of the most rewarding treasures to pursue. Next up, the 1962 D. Lincoln Memorial Cent is a coin that continues to capture the imagination of collectors, not because it is commonly found, but because certain surviving examples stand out as hidden treasures within the numismatic world. While most were struck for everyday commerce, a handful of rare varieties and pristine examples have transformed this otherwise modest cent into a highly desirable collectible. Even in dirty or heavily circulated condition, the coin has potential significance because surface grime may conceal details that could elevate its rarity and value. When the Denver Mint struck these cents in 1962, America was on the edge of remarkable social and technological change. John F. Kennedy was in office, the space race was in full swing, and optimism about the nation's future shaped the cultural mood. Against this backdrop, the Lincoln cent continued its established role as America's most familiar coin. The Denver Mint, tasked with producing millions of circulating coins, marked them with the distinctive D mint mark beneath the date, forever tying these cents to the industrious output of the Rocky Mountain facility. Design details further add to the cent's appeal. The obverse carries Victor David Brenner's timeless portrait of President Lincoln, a design that had already been in use for over 50 years by the time this coin was struck. On the reverse, Frank Gasparo's depiction of the Lincoln Memorial stands tall, showing intricate lines of columns and even a tiny seated Lincoln inside the structure. Struck in bronze with a composition of 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc, the coin measures 19 millimeters and weighs 3.11 grams. Under bright luster, the details stand out dramatically, but even when dulled by dirt, the design retains its symbolic power. Despite the high production numbers of the 1962 D cent, certain errors and conditions have made it rare. Double die obverses, repunched mint marks, and off-center strikes are examples that specialists seek out. Collectors are also drawn to coins that have survived in exceptional states of preservation, as circulation and natural wear eliminated many pristine examples. Dirty coins with good underlying details can still prove to be exceptional once properly assessed, which is why careful examination remains essential. In terms of value, the 1962 D cent has shown remarkable range depending on condition and variety. While average circulated examples are common, uncirculated pieces with sharp mint luster and scarce errors have commanded impressive sums. Auction records have seen these coins reach as high as $3,200 for high-grade double-die varieties, while proof-like examples and rare repunched mint marks often fall between $1,100 and $2,900. The market consistently shows that rarity paired with superior condition drives demand, making these coins a solid part of any serious collection. Collectors hopping to add a 1962 D cent to their holdings should focus on detail recognition. Spotting a double die or a repunched D mint mark requires magnification, steady lighting, and experience. Certification from PCGS or NGC remains crucial, not only to confirm authenticity but also to ensure accurate grading, which directly affects value. Preservation is equally vital. Storing coins in archival quality holders protects their copper surfaces from further corrosion or discoloration. Avoiding cleaning is key, as original patina carries far more appeal in the numismatic community than artificially brightened surfaces. The coin's appeal is strengthened by its dual nature. Millions exist, yet only a select few varieties and conditions rise above the rest. This duality reflects the broader story of numismatics, where something as humble as a 1-cent coin can represent history, artistry, and rarity all in one. Collectors appreciate that the 1962 D cent can be both an entry-level collectible and a highly prized treasure depending on its specific attributes, bridging the gap between casual hobbyists and advanced specialists. Ultimately, the 1962 D. Lincoln Memorial Cent stands as a reminder that even the smallest denomination can carry significant historical and financial weight. Its worth today, realistically ranging between $1,100 and $3,200 for notable varieties, underscores how scarcity, condition, and history combine to create value. Whether unearthed in a dirty condition from an old collection or acquired through an auction in mint state, this coin offers both beauty and legacy. For those who collect with passion, it represents an opportunity to own a piece of American history that continues to grow in stature within the world of coins. Next up, the 1965 Lincoln Memorial Cent is an especially intriguing coin in the long history of U.S. small change, because it reflects a period of experimentation and transition in American coinage. Collectors today regard it as an important piece of numismatic history, one that often hides its true value behind an unassuming appearance. Even when found in a dirty or circulated state, this coin commands attention, since certain rare varieties and high-grade survivors have proven to be worth far more than their humble denomination. Its reputation has steadily grown, making it a highly sought-after collectible in the modern market. The year 1965 was a turning point for U.S. coin production. The government was phasing out silver in dimes, quarters, and half dollars, leading to shifts in both materials and minting policies. Although the Lincoln Cent remained primarily copper-based, its 1965 issue emerged in the middle of these changes. Struck exclusively without mint marks due to a policy intended to discourage hoarding, the 1965 cent reflects the coinage adjustments of its era. It was minted at several facilities, though all carried no identifying mark, giving the issue a special place in the narrative of American money during the mid-1960s. Design-wise, the coin remained consistent with the Memorial Series introduced in 1959. Victor David Brenner's enduring portrait of Abraham Lincoln graces the obverse, a design so familiar that it had become a cornerstone of American numismatics. On the reverse, Frank Gasparo's depiction of the Lincoln Memorial provided architectural symbolism, with the seated figure of Lincoln visible between the columns. measuring 19 millimeters in diameter, weighing 3.11 grams, and composed of 95% copper with 5% tin and zinc. The coin carried both artistic detail and a robust metallic content that gave it lasting appeal. Rarity is not immediately obvious with the 1965 cent, given its large production numbers, but special factors make certain pieces highly collectible. Errors such as double die obverses, off-center strikes, and striking anomalies set apart specific coins. Proof-like examples and high-grade specimens that survived circulation in pristine condition are extremely scarce, especially since minting practices in the mid-1960s emphasized volume over perfection. Dirty coins, while common, may conceal varieties that reveal their rarity only under careful inspection, making every find a potential surprise for collectors. Market value has shown a wide range for the 1965 Lincoln cent, depending on its variety and condition. Average circulated examples hold little monetary worth, but rare high-grade pieces or recognized errors can fetch substantial sums. At auctions and private sales, certain double die examples and near-gem mint state coins have commanded prices between $1,300 and $4,600, reflecting the strong demand among numismatists. These values underscore that the true worth of this coin lies in its finest survivors and rarest variations, which are increasingly scarce as time passes. For collectors looking to acquire one, knowledge and careful inspection are key. Subtle details such as doubling in the inscriptions, off-center designs, or unusually sharp strikes should be examined closely. Certification from professional grading services like PCGS or NGC adds security and ensures accurate pricing, especially when error coins are concerned. Storage also matters. Keeping coins in protective holders shields them from corrosion, while avoiding cleaning preserves their originality and value. Building connections within numismatic circles and following auction listings are practical strategies for obtaining desirable examples. The appeal of the 1965 cent lies in its dual significance, both as a historical product of coinage reform and as a collectible with hidden rarities. Its connection to a time of change in American monetary history adds weight to its appeal, while its design continuity ties it firmly to the Lincoln Memorial series that defined generations of U.S. cents. Collectors enjoy the challenge of hunting for scarce varieties, and investors see its potential for appreciation as demand for certified high-grade examples increases. In conclusion, the 1965 Lincoln Memorial cent is far more than just a copper penny from mid-century America. Its significance spans history, design, and collector appeal, with values ranging from about $1,300 to $4,600 for the rarest and most pristine specimens. Whether discovered in a dirty, long-forgotten collection or secured through a professional auction, this coin remains a meaningful artifact of its time and an enduring prize for collectors. For both seasoned numismatists and new enthusiasts, it offers the perfect balance of history, artistry, and investment potential.